This brand new and extra shiny WB logo kind of feels like turning up in a brand new sports car to pick up your kids after refusing to buy them that new Batgirl costume for Halloween. Comcast. Also 58 seconds of stormy themed logos. Hope y'all like wheat fields blowing because that is 72% of this movie, and Rebel Moon will see you in copyright court, Twisters.
Where are the trash bags? Oh, found him.
You know, I was about to properly lose it and send these assholes for being irresponsible litterbug storm chasers. But fortunately, this line shut that rage down before it could form into words. We can now continue on safe in the knowledge that these are, in fact, very irresponsible, not litterbug storm chasers.
Joe, you sure you're recording? I don't see a red light.
Confirming that your camera is recording by checking the lens that doesn't tell you anything instead of the display that likely does.
Today, our science team from the Tornado Tamer Project is out in the field.
Home video's position.
Our experiment is designed to decrease the moisture inside of a tornado to see if we can make it collapse.
They should have called me first. My college girlfriend always said I was great at decreasing moisture.
The Doppler doesn't show a storm until the afternoon.
Well, data doesn't see what Kate sees, remember?
Ah, yes, human instincts once again outperforming actual data. You love to see it. Just throw that laptop away and stick your finger in the air and the movie will handle the rest. Hope you all like watching vans and trucks follow each other because that is another 72% of this movie. I see the movie is telling me that this character's personality is eating cheese puffs while driving so that everything he touches gets that gross chip fuzz on it, so we'd be certain he's an irredeemable villain.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
That's not a thing, by the way.
That is most definitely a thing. Someone hasn't been watching their Poltergeist, and it shows.
Don't lean out the window.
They are all about to try and tame a fucking tornado, but sure, let's give Addie some shit about leaning her head out the window. Fucking Praveen.
Ever since you got struck by lightning, you're no fun.
They are all about to try and tame a fucking tornado, but sure, let's give Praveen some shit about having a little bit of post-struck by lightning trauma. Fucking Addie.
No time, Javi. If Dorothy's not working, then forget the data, okay? We'll worry about it later.
But in this context, worry about it later means solving the problem of no one believing a fucking thing you achieve because there's no record of it other than a stormy video. And yes, I know In the Heights is about to say that, but I'm still mad about the cheese puffs. You'd think this mix would need to be precise considering they're very much in the experimental phase, but Kate appears to be measuring in that'll do's. Also, is getting the mixture ready not something you can do pre-tornado? Because it feels like it fucking should be.
I mean, it's old, but it's field tested, you know?
If they're referring to the OG Twister, then I need a clear definition of what field-tested means to Javi. And Dorothy will be the only reference to the first Twister, aside from the tornadoes, and it's so nonchalant I don't know why they use this reference at all. Justice for Dorothy!
Probably our last chase of the season.
Makes me wonder why you waited until the last tornado of the season to try your big experiment, but I guess science isn't fun unless there's an arbitrary ticking clock to push you into dumb decisions.
All about my cash money, right?
Remember the days when you could be best friends and not have a secret handshake? Hollywood sure doesn't.
Give us a nice, respectable EF1. I mean, EF2 will take it.
Well, an EF2 would be too big.
We have no faith, Praveen.
You know, Kate, I think Praveen prefers science to faith in this instance. Does Kate actually go to school? Like, is she actually needed here? Because she really seems to be the anti-science person.
Wait, should I drive faster?
No, we've got to drop the barrels in his path.
Hold the phone. Do they not know what the plan is? Why wasn't the method behind the barrel dropping the first thing Kate made sure everyone was crystal fucking clear on?
We need leverage to tip it!
The movie is so unsure of the audience's ability to understand the concept of leverage that we have this early scene of leverage foreshadowing. And to be fair, I still don't believe they are able to get this entire trailer up and enough of the mixture saved to still try their experiment.
We did it, Kate.
Premature tame a tornado-bration.
Are the winds weakening, Javi?
Dorothy can't tell you that. Lagrangian mechanics.
Math. Also, I'm sure this is something Addie knows, but she's helpfully playing dumb so that we can stay in the loop amidst all the storm jargon. And her reward for this is death. I would say, oh no, not Praveen, but to be honest, I had to check IMDb because I couldn't remember his name. This is where the movie decides that Kate is a more interesting heroine than Addie, and this is where the movie loses my interest completely. Okay, makeup team, we need to show there's been a time jump. What's the plan? Well, I say we cut her hair and change the color before those bastards at the subtitle department have a chance to steal our Damn it, subtitle crew.
Is a tornado coming to New York?
Oh no, tornadoes are extremely rare in New York.
Yeah, you'd probably have to wait until at least the day after tomorrow.
The model projects is heading into Maryland. I'll make a call.
Kate, what do you see?
Everyone seems to favor Kate's opinion over the computer's hard data, but how many of these computers have lost friends due to their poor judgment? 3 fewer than Kate, I'd wager.
There's a guy here to see you. He's in the conference room.
I definitely got his name because it'd be really fucking weird if I didn't, but instead of telling you it, I figure you'd appreciate a sudden flashback and anxiety attack more. We get an update on what Javi has been up to for the last 5 years, and it should be pretty boring. But somehow my attention isn't drifting, because they are also walking at the same time. The magic of cinema.
New York's great. I like it here. People are nice.
Why is there never a cab when you need one, but as soon as you're in a movie and need to have a point you just made immediately just proven, bam, one arrived. Just to be a fucking contradiction.
Let's say this is a tornado.
And Javi will stir the water up in case Kate forgot what a tornado is. You know, the thing that killed 3 of her and Javi's friends. Also, I don't think this is even to scale.
Kate, we can use this data to save lives back home. And you're the only person that can get me close enough to a tornado to do this.
The Kate Prize is the only ship in range cliche. Also, Javi realizes that Kate has moved as far away from tornado country as possible due to an extremely traumatic event. And I realize Kate is very good at what she does, but Javi could find 100 other people at least that could get him where he needs to be to collect the data. But he chooses to stir up a lot of shit for Kate to try and get her back, because Javi is, not so secretly, a fucking asshole.
I can't do this without you.
You absolutely can, and you absolutely fucking should.
You ever wonder why it was us that made it out of there?
No, it was because my ass is the main character, and your ass was nowhere near the fucking storm.
Hey, Kate.
People who send audio messages instead of texts. Yes, it's quicker for you, but it takes longer for me to listen to your 5-minute ramble than skim and read the typed version you should have sent. Stop telling me you hate me in such a specific way.
Okay, I got a good team, but the only thing that's missing is you.
So what exactly is his good team good at if he still needs someone like Kate to track the damn storm?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think you'd come.
I mean, yeah, based on the available evidence of you being an absolute emotional blackmailing asshole, it makes no sense.
You guys have all heard me talk about Kate, how no one has better instincts.
Now, these instincts don't go as far as detecting sudden EF5 tornadoes, but don't worry, historically, 3 of you won't make it back to be mad at her about it.
We got PhDs from NASA, FEMA, NOAA, NWS.
But the FCC won't let them be free of technology, so they took Dorothy through Tennessee because Oklahoma doesn't rhyme with these, see?
Hillbillies with a YouTube channel.
What Californians refer to CinemaSins as somehow made its way into the script.
And if you feel it!
Characters that wear cowboy hats and have catchphrases, but somehow don't end up being the villain of the movie.
2 cells to the west are fighting over the same inflow. This one to the east is the sky all to herself.
Crawdads here is trying to lead Hangman astray, but this would have worked a lot better if she'd told Storm Parr to wait until after he'd set off in the wrong direction. I know we're trying to beat the crowd, but this deception was completely pointless since he can just follow whichever way she's going.
Guess we're listening to dandelions now.
Well, yeah, if you want to be reductive, but she also said
Cap is too strong, it'll never break.
so it wasn't just the dandelions, projectionist from Pearl.
We want a 3D scan of the entire area around the vortex, which means we're gonna surround it with 3 radars.
Javi already explained this to Kate back in New York, so why are we having to listen to all this shit again? Tyler must have equipped his van with a cloaking device and flux capacitor to catch Javi this much off guard.
Ben, you just came in from London yesterday, right?
South London, just between Streatham Hill and West Norwood.
I get that the joke is specificity, but he just narrowed down where he lives to a few miles and broadcast that to the world, which, as a journalist, is not smart.
Tyler, tornado's on the move.
Okay.
You didn't tell me which direction it's on the move to, but as long as I steer the car in a way that accentuates my big swinging dick, I'm sure we'll be fine.
We got golf balls, baby!
Those golf balls are baseballs.
Ready for it!
I decided to watch some storm chaser videos on YouTube, and this feels like a very accurate representation of what I saw. That's the sin.
I'm assuming this is safe.
Asking this question, did Ben even do a minute of research before joining this trip? Do they not have the internet in England yet? Props team, we need these tornado triangulating tricorders to look like futuristic cutting edge tech. Any ideas? I mean, I've got some leftover LED boards from when I tried to make it as a streamer, but they're pretty basic. Do they blink? I mean, yeah, but sold.
Where, Kate? We gotta be within 300 meters for the radar to work.
Listen, tornadoes move fast, like at least 30 miles per hour fast. If these things have to only be 300 meters away at each point, then how do you have a hope in hell of catching a tornado at a perfect spot? How are you getting any meaningful data when the damn thing is zipping past you at least 15 meters per second?
What are you doing out here, man? Tornadoes that way.
Exactly. So what the f are you doing out here?
All thanks to my crew. I got Boone on camera.
Feels like this YouTube stream has mainly consisted of introducing all the people behind the stream, which is f***ing obnoxious. You don't hear me saying, thanks to my boys here, Mountain Dew, Cheez-Its, and loneliness.
You viewers asked me, can you shoot fireworks up a tornado? And the answer is yes.
Yep, you sure can. And all you need is fireworks, a tornado, and the patience to fake the footage in post.
I'm sorry, Javi. I screwed up.
We'll find another one.
You're gonna let her apologize? My God, I've seen this movie twice now, and it's only on the second watch that you really appreciate how much of an unbelievable human being Javi is. He doesn't take a second to think how reliving the most traumatic event of her life could be tough, and she's not pissed at him for not showing a second of empathy. We wouldn't dare play the music, but as the movie gears up for one more of at least 1,000 country songs that will play throughout the film, I would like to just go ahead and add 1,000 sins for country music, because it sucks, and every goddamn one of you knows it.
Oh, no. Not falling for that again. Gates from New York.
Can't trust the things she says.
The movie believes the Oklahoma yokel doesn't trust New Yorkers' shtick is funny and interesting, and the movie is wrong on both counts.
Damn, Tyler's on it.
But honestly, what does that matter? Kate and Javi's goal is different from Tyler's and shouldn't interfere in any way. Tyler's doing the YouTube thing, and Javi is doing the measuring a tornado thing. Tyler could follow them to every single tornado, and that shouldn't change anything that Javi is trying to accomplish.
What else are you seeing?
Flow is clean, pulling tons of warm, moist air from the south.
And when that warm air and moisture busts through the cap.
While in two separate vehicles, Kate and Tyler are having similar enough conversations with their crew that if we cut back and forth, it sounds like they're finishing each other's sentences, because that's how real-life conversations work.
And it's a mix of what we know and everything we can't understand. It's part science, part religion.
It's actually all science.
We got twins! Twins!
Roll visual twist-its.
Who the hell is making the decision up there, him or her?
I mean, it's her, right? That's the entire fucking reason he brought her along, to make these choices.
Sorry, these are my new trousers.
Wearing new trousers to face down a storm, especially when you heaved your lunch yesterday.
Hey, Ben, I'm gonna need you to hand me some of them rockets in the back, please.
Was this not something that could have been loaded before you left? Guys, don't leave me out here all alone. That's a fucking tornado. Wait, did you even secure me properly, you bastards?
Thank God it's just graces.
Movie doesn't contain a scene of this chicken avenging its friends by yelling, "Grease this motherfucker!" and then murdering the fuck out of Javi and Kate.
They already called it in. There's nothing we can do now.
But someone might need help.
There's a GPS tracker on the radar. We need to find it before it dies.
Yeah, but even if it dies, you still have its last known location. I mean, the tornado has passed, so unless these fuckers can walk on their own, I think you'll find it, you false tensioner you. Also, can't one of the other guys pick it up? You have a whole team that does fuck all now that Kate is here. Why is this argument?
Do you even know who you're chasing for?
Sorry, is this the guy setting up shop, selling t-shirts and mugs after storms hit?
Tyler could explain this very easily right now, but he will not, because third act of the first half conflict cliches are the next big thing.
Yeah, well, you've seen the worst of this place. Thought it'd be nice for you to see something good. Want to take you somewhere.
Believing a rodeo is better than the pizza you just brought her and will now leave to go cold.
What was your first tornado?
Tell me yours.
Adults who have the "I'll show you my tornado if you show me yours" conversation.
Oh, the tornado wrangler's scared of tornadoes.
Is that surprising? I mean, look at volcanoes. I'm pretty sure people who study volcanoes are pretty fucking scared of volcanoes.
You don't face your fears, you ride them.
Which just kind of sounds like another way of saying you're facing your fears. Also, this doesn't work if you have a fear that isn't rideable, like claustrophobia, arachnophobia, or knives. Looks like Tyler took his storm preparedness training at the Prometheus School of Crawling Away from Things.
You have no idea what that's like.
Skip! I'm trying to figure out why this movie is almost 2 hours long, considering the bones of it is find tornado, do a dangerous thing with tornado ends up being dangerous, repeated a few times. But then I realized that an entire 72% of the movie is also Kate driving and listening to sad girl country songs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure coming in unannounced and going through someone's fridge is how you get shot in Oklahoma.
You chasing again? No.
Just ignore that truck in your driveway that says Storm Power on the side of it. I know that sounds like the name of a company that would chase tornadoes, but you know, coincidences and shit.
How did you not tell me about this before?
Because I got it wrong! In the field, in the moment, when it mattered, I got it wrong.
I mean, she did plenty wrong, but that thing jumped to an EF5 out of nowhere. It seems like there was no way she could have predicted that. The movie was determined to kill your friends, and there's nothing you could have done about that. Keeping the cowboy hat on after you get in the car, causing the pooled water to drip all over your clothes and negate the whole reason you wore the hat in the rain in the first goddamn place.
You said you could get a new model running?
Character shuns another character's ideas the previous night because they made said character sad, and said character chooses to go along with the other character's ideas, but not till right before said character is about to pull away and leave forever instead of doing the normal thing and discussing this with said character before they get all their shit together and are about to leave cliche.
Kate, in theory, this should have worked.
But it wasn't an EF1 that day. I mean, we never had a chance.
But that's nothing she didn't already know, right? She knew that first tornado was huge. I mean, at the time, she even said...
And this is an EF5.
And she said she was prepared for an EF1 or 2, so what has this model told her that she didn't already know?
Yeah, don't touch those guards there for a reason.
What do these do?
Kids.
Oh my god, the whole object is rotating! Holy cow!
I mean, look at those striations!
No one will be seated as the movie continues to prove how much these two want to have sex with tornadoes.
Let's harness up.
We're just gonna drop the trailer in its path, right?
I'll tell you later.
Tyler knows all about Kate's trauma-filled past with losing close friends to a tornado, and yet this is the route he takes when preparing her for what they're about to do. I'm not sure I like Javi or Tyler. The movie's guy selection is worse than reality bites. Run, Kate, run!
What if it's the model that's the problem?
Applying the "it's not me, it's you" method to science.
Why don't you stay and help us?
Yeah, there was a time when I'd do anything for you, Kate.
It basically sounds like Javi is saying, I love you, but you don't love me, which is why I can't save the world with you, which is some utter bullshit.
So silver iodide converts the moisture into rain, and then the sodium polyacrylate.
I think this movie fires off a lot of fancy elements in the hopes we'll just be befuddled into believing it's legit science. Quick, grab the bisilicone teraflop invertebrates, fire up the trilithium resin substitute, flux the inverted uridium rods, you fools!
No faster way to choke a tornado.
Thinking speed is preferred when choking a tornado.
Give me a copy of that.
Aww, yeah. How did Tyler not see the storm power trucks before they cut him off? Does no one have peripheral vision in this universe?
Told you we didn't need her.
Confirming you didn't need Kate by having Kate show up so you could confirm you made the right decision because it's the decision Kate also made.
We're not gonna leave him, but we gotta move! We gotta move!
Which technically is leaving them. I have absolutely no clue what is happening in this scene. I don't know who's here, if they're in danger, or what they need to do to get out of danger. But yay, firenado! This random bit of debris does Javi and discount Bill Hader a spontaneous solid by knocking them right side up. Hey Frank, is it even possible for Javi and future Superman to get out of this alive? Probably not, Joe, but we're just gonna shoot everything tight and close up so no one actually has to see how they got out of this situation alive. That's fucking genius, Frank. We cut away from the impending doom of the tornado to show a street market and adorable Little League baseball game. But the movie fails to show the adopt an orphan to save an abandoned puppy blood drive for veterans event that's happening one street over. Also, how about just don't have shit like baseball games and rodeos during the craziest tornado season in the history of Oklahoma?
There's a kids park on Main. They sure to get people to basements, big buildings, no windows.
But Boone would know all about tornado protocol. And at this point, I'm pretty sure the audience does as well. No one is holding our hand during the shoot iodized magic juice into the clouds bullshit. So I'm not sure why Danny feels the need to give us all a safety lesson at this point. Also, big tornado climax will take place in a movie theater while people are watching this movie in a movie theater. Except, of course, when they're home watching it after it's out of theaters, and then this sequence will lose every single bit of its intended power. Fun! Why are the streetcars even still operating at this point? It's like no one here has any clue what a fucking tornado is in goddamn Oklahoma. Man, these tornadoes really say f*** you and your love interest, specifically Kate, don't they?
Come on, Kate! Left!
Javi Ex Machina. Water towers with incredible dramatic timing. The original Twister made the mistake of showing The Shining during the drive-in scene, making me want to see that instead. And now the Tornado sequel is making the same mistake by showing me Frankenstein.
Where's Kate?
Clearly she's stealing a truck, since that is the one trait of hers this movie really likes to focus on. Kate will now shoot the untested new chemical mix into the tornado to try to stop it before it does any more damage to the town, and it will fucking work. But only because there's 10 minutes of runtime left and science also wants to be done with this movie.
We gotta get these people. We gotta help get these people to the back of the theater.
Why are these people not already at the back of the theater? These people should have had some goddamn tornado training at some point in their life. They live in fucking Oklahoma!
Come on.
The Cater Prize breaks down at a crucial moment cliche. Hey, it's just like that scene in Star Trek Nemesis where the view screen explodes. And if you had Twisters will have a scene that reminds me of Star Trek Nemesis on your bingo card, and you just want a shit ton of nothing, which is exactly what both this movie and Star Trek Nemesis have provided to future movie discussions. So Kate finally gets to do her thing, and despite all the sciencey adjacent things that have been offered throughout the movie, this is decidedly in the fiction category. That's fine. We're at the movies. Let's enjoy it. But even internally, I don't know how this worked. Tyler said they would need a lot of silicone to pull this off. Well, this looks like just about the same amount of silicone we've seen in every other attempt. They were also planning this based on an EF1 or 2 tornado. Now, it's not spelled out, but this is definitely a stronger tornado than they were planning for, and yet the experiment still works. I'd assume the bigger the tornado, the more silicone they'd need. And before you say it, this is how I enjoy movies. Kate survives this. Kate, I don't think this is the time or place to show Tyler how you will be wrangling his later, especially in front of Javi.
What's going on? Move your car.
What's going on is that the movie had Paul Scheer in its back pocket this whole time and is just letting him loose at the 1 hour, 53-minute mark. Kate saved the day, will live happily ever after, and the world will never have to worry about a tornado again. Well, until 28 years from now when the tornadoes have adapted, and this time they want blood in Twister, 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 Let's Twist Again.
It is great. What is it?
It's a sucker.
No, we need leverage to tip it!
Pivot! Pivot!
Keep holding on! I've got you! I've got you, Kate! I've got you!
Oh no, he died!
He went to MIT instead of Muskogee State, but he makes up for it with his beautiful, amazing personality.
I collect spores, molds, and fungus. What is she doing?
Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working.
Working it. Keep holding on! I've got you! I've got you, Kate! I've got you! As you wish.
You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole.
Please tell me you guys are seeing this right now.
And twins!
We have to go back, Kate.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my God! Come on, Kate! Left!
Campers!
It's raining sideways!
Sounds rough, Ollie. Do you have an umbrella?
Had one, inside out, 2 miles away!
I don't know. This could be it.
Can't tell if you're joking or not.
What are you, f***ing stupid?